What's really good? We back with the Boxing Link and more. Y'all know what it is. Early morning grind. Your boy CJ Goodfella did some good work yesterday. Let's hop into it. Now Eddie Hearn is really starting to push this Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua thing. In the near future. I'll link the article in the description. He's trying to really push it now. Either Dillian Whyte taking on Wilder or Dillian Whyte taking on Joshua. Say if you ask Joshua one fight that he would want, he's gonna say Dillian Whyte. And like I said, this dude is a back and forth habitual liar, Eddie Hearn. It's the Bob Arum of the UK. And like I said, I can see what's happening. And I'm going to tell you guys the play. Obviously, you see Dillian Whyte and Lucas Brown got picked up by HBO for next Saturday. I think it's March 24th. They picked it up. Why in the hell would they pick a fight up like that? Honestly, why? I mean, that nobody cares about Dillian Whyte or Lucas Brown in the United States. Let's keep it real. I mean, when Dillian Whyte fought in the United States for the first time on a Crawford and Dongo card, he didn't even get on the television part of the card. So what is HBO's interest in Dillian Whyte and Lucas Brown? The interest is they know that Dillian Whyte is probably going to be Anthony Joshua's next opponent, or it's going to be to secure the bag alert if Jarrell Miller loses to Johan Dunhaps or doesn't look impressive enough to match him with Anthony Joshua, or they just don't want to do the New York Barclays Center thing because Jarrell Miller already said that he ain't going to the UK to face Anthony Joshua. They had to come over here. So if it's a hang-up with location or White don't look as good or whatever it may be, then the backup plan, or it may be plan A, maybe Dillian Whyte if he able to beat Lucas Brown in impressive fashion. So, I think that's the play right there. And they want to push this Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua thing. And they really first choice they want to do is have Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder and hope Dillian Whyte can beat Deontay Wilder or they can rob him over in the UK or however they do it. That's why a lot of the fans are against my suggestions that, Wilder should go ahead and fight Whyte. Like Fanon International Boxing Channel, shout out to him. Fanon said that just because you're number one in WBC doesn't mean you're going to be the mandatory. It's no real rules to the WBC. You have to get the committee to approve anything, and if you got some money, you can swerve for the committee members and have a majority vote, whoever you want to, be the mandatory. And that's why Dillian Whyte hasn't been named the mandatory yet. So shout out to Fanon for that phenomenal information. But yeah, that's what they want to do. Either it's Whyte and Wilder, and they want to rob Wilder that WBC belt, or they want to do Wilder and Joshua. Like I said, it's crazy though. It really is. They want to do anything in their power for Eddie to try to consolidate this division and sign all the big fighters. And I seen an article yesterday. I just ain't, I don't do videos on every article or everything I read, contrary to what people believe and how active I am on here. That said that Tyson Fury, wants to come back versus three bum tune-ups real quick versus lower level fighters. And Eddie Hearn said he can't make money off of that. He can't accommodate him for that. And he's not gonna put the money up for Tyson Fury because he's not gonna be fighting key fights. He's going to just be getting back in a groove for 3 fights, so he can't accommodate him. So, and signing him to match room, he also offered Eddie to sign Deontay Wilder. We all know that ain't happening. But like I said, with Anthony Joshua, they want to do Joshua and Dillian Whyte. Like I said, it's slim to no chances that Mr. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is going to get Anthony Joshua. And, I thought he should feature on the card with him. I know it's disrespectful for a man to come to your country or go to the UK and feature on the card with him because it gives people the opportunity to kind of measure him up with Anthony Joshua just seconds or minutes or maybe 30 minutes after he fights. And they can kind of make the comparison and say, oh, Wilder might get him. I want to see that fight. They might say Anthony might dominate or we both want to see that fight. It's kind of marketing yourself in a way that Deontay Wilder can't market itself. When people see you side by side, it's a different reaction. They don't have to wait 2-3 weeks to see what you did versus, Ortiz and then 3 weeks between or 4 weeks between to see what Joshua does versus Parker. You get live reaction right then and there and you build traction. That's what people don't understand. Everybody want to be stuck in their own ways, and this is real trill talk right here. Everyday life. Everybody, that's why you get motherfuckers that's stuck at McDonald's for 10,000 years, stuck at their jobs for 10,000 years, unhappy. But guess what? People are scared to change. People are scared to think outside the box. And if I didn't think outside the box with this channel wouldn't even got this far. I never paid for a view. I rarely ask you guys to subscribe. You never hear me say, oh, subscribe, hit the like button. For what? If you like the shit, you like the shit. My point is here. People that stay inside that box, they really never go nowhere in life. You gotta take risks. Chances make champions. You gotta take chances. You gotta take risks And that's what Deontay Wilder going to have to do. You know, he don't necessarily got to do what I'm suggesting, but he got to necessarily, you know, do something outside the box, outside the norm to capture that Anthony Joshua fight, because they don't have no ambitions and no hopes on him fighting Joshua no time soon. They talking Dillian Whyte, they talking Jarrell Miller, they talking Povetkin, they talking David Price, they talking this guy, that guy, Tyson Fury. They don't have no real ambitions for that, man. So, like I said, it is what it is. It's TBC. Shout out to the LDBC and the YTBC. We go.